All right, y'all. Finals are, I don't know what I did. Finals are this week. First one is tomorrow, so just, sorry. So the final schedule, just to show you. Okay, so first one's 6th period on Tuesday, 1st and 7th on Wednesday, 2nd and 3rd on Thursday, 4th and 5th on Friday, which is a half day. If you need a copy of that, it's in my classroom. You can get one from me. Okay, so review for final exam, 2018, December. Okay, so I'm going to do the circled ones with you. The other ones are similar, and the way I'm doing them, you can do those as well. Please realize that the test is multiple choice, so a lot of this can be done in your calculator, and I'm going to show you those tricks. I'm going to give you some hints, and that's really it. I'm not doing the whole thing since we're giving out points. So, number one, key thing to remember, let me clear my calculator. Key thing to remember is to get the absolute value bars. So to get the absolute value bars, you do math, right arrow, enter. Okay, so watch. So I'm going to go to my y equals. I'm going to type the left side on y1, the right side on y2. Math, right, enter. X plus 4, and then 12. Okay, so I'm going to go to my table, and I'm going to look for where they match. So if you notice, they're getting close. So I know that they're going to match at 8. And then let's find, remember, it's a V, so it's going to touch twice. Okay, so let's go find the other one, which is at -16. So there's my 2 answers. So that's all you're going to do on number 1, 2, and 3. 4 and 5 are similar. I want you to remember the less than. So this is than, less than. Okay, that's when and, goodness, I lost what I was saying. And then greater. Okay, greater means like this or this. Less than means like from here to here. So here to here, or here to here. Okay? So here, it's greater. So we know it's going to be from something to something. So let's look. 2x, math right, enter. 2x plus 5. And then the other side is 9, second graph. So let's find where they equal. Wrong way. Okay, so at -7. And then again at 2. So I want you to realize that it's going to be x is less -7 or x is greater than 2. Okay, because it's or. And it's not equal to because there's no equal to sign. X is less than -7 or x is greater than 2. Okay? So you can do the other two. Looking at number 9, write an equation below. Assume that y equals the absolute value of x is the parent, which it is. It's a V shape. Okay? So remember, this is where we're going to find our transformations. So from the origin, it goes right 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that's not a very good loop-de-loops. So remember, we have IHOD over. So IHOD over. So IHOD is horizontal. Remember, and it's opposite. So this is negative, this way is positive, which is the opposite of the graph. And then over is vertical, and it's exact. So this went right 1, 2, 3, 4. So right 4 means I'm going to have a minus on the inside. So y equals absolute value x minus 4. And then it went up 1, so plus 1 on the outside. Now, remember, it should be up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and it is. That's why there's no number in front. Okay? So our domain is our width. Remember, this goes on forever. So it's just negative infinity to infinity, or all real numbers, whatever you want to say. And our range is our height. The lowest point it goes is at 1, which is a bracket, and it goes up forever to infinity. Okay, so there's that one. It says write the transformation. So I want you to realize there's a 2 on the outside. Okay, remember that's as if it expands or compresses its outside. So again, outside is a vertical. So it's a vertical expansion because it's bigger than 1 by 2. And then it went minus 5, which is right 5, and up 4. Okay. Now this one's the equation, so it says translate right 4 and reflect over the x-axis. I'm actually not going to do number 15. Okay, it's just 13. It says translate right 4 and reflect over the x-axis. So right 4 is inside, and it's going to be minus. So y equals x minus 4. And it says over the x-axis. So over the x-axis, if you think about it, this is x, this is y. So that's flipping vertically. Vertically is outside, so I'm going to put a negative on the outside. Okay? And then, guys, could you type it in your calculator and check it? Heck yeah, you could. So you could come over here and do math right, enter, put an x inside. Math right, enter, oop. Negative math right, enter. X minus 4, and we can hit graph. So there's the original. This should have translated right 4 and over the x-axis, which is true, so there's our answer. It's right. Okay. Guys, I want you to realize that this 17 through 32 is factoring. The test is multiple choice, so it's going to be kind of like 17 through 20. So I'm going to show you how to do 17 through 20 in a calculator. So we have x squared plus 5x plus 6, and then I'm going to just type one of the answer choices. X plus 2, x minus 3. So second graph, does everything match? No. So I know A does not go with 17. Okay, now I want you to realize that we can use our common sense. These are both positive, so they should both be positive, so let's try D. X plus 2, x plus 3, second graph, everything matches, so D is my answer. Okay, so just to go over a couple rules, we're going to do these. Okay, this is difference of squares, perfect square with subtraction in the middle. So remember, that's when you can just do x times x is x squared, then 5 times 5 is 25, and they're different, positive, negative. Okay, and again, you could check these in your calculator. So I'm not going to check all of them for time's sake, but I'm going to show you, you just type what was given in y1, what you came up with in y2, second graph, everything matches, so that's my answer. Okay, here's two terms, so you're just taking out a GCF if you have one. So we know that 5 can go into 15 and 20. Okay, the front is positive, so I take out a positive. This has an x, this has an x, this has 2, this has 1, so I can take out 1. This has 1y, and this has 2, so I can take out 1. 5 times what is 20? 5 times 4. I took out an x, so I have one x left, and I took out the y, so that's it. Then minus, so negative 15 is negative 3, so negative 15 divided by 5 is negative 3. I took out the x, and I took out 1y, so I have 1y left. There's my answer. When there's 4 terms, you do 2 sets of parentheses, it's grouping, and you find your GCF in each set. So this should be 2x squared, and that leaves me, I took out the 2, and it leaves me with 1x, minus negative 4 divided by 2 is 2. I took out the x squared, I'm done. Here I can take out a negative 3, because there's a negative in the front. That leaves me with x, negative 6 divided by, or positive 6 divided by negative 3 is negative 2. These match, so my answer is 2x squared minus 3. If you notice, that's the leftovers. And then the matching one, x minus 2. Now, when a is 1, you can do the diamond. So a is 1. I don't know why I put 3 for the equal sign, sorry. B is 4, C is negative 12. A times C over B, so 1 times negative 12 is negative 12. B is 4. So we're looking for what multiplies to give us 12 and adds to give us 4. Remember, you can do this in the calculator by doing the top number divided by x, top number divided by x plus x. And we're looking for the bottom number here. So I'm looking for positive 4. Let's go towards the positive numbers. Maybe go the other way. What did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't type negative 12 here. My bad. See, little things make mistakes. Always check your work. Not the graph, sorry. So we're looking for positive 4. Here it is. So negative 2, positive 6. So we have x minus 2, x plus 6. Negative 2, positive 6. Okay. I'm just giving you hints here. I want you to remember vertex is in the middle of a rainbow. So you'll find your rainbow, write it down, and find your vertex. Your axis of symmetry is the x of vertex. And remember, it's always x equals. Maximum or minimum is also always your vertex. Y-intercept is when x equals 0. Opens upwards or downwards. That one should be common sense. Range and domain, we just kind of did a practice problem. What point is it symmetric? Remember, that means same y. Remember, that's what connects your rainbows. And then x-intercepts are where y equals 0. And remember, there can be 2, 1, or none. Okay? Okay, so let's look at number 43. To simplify this, we know that we have to take the negative out and make it positive. And then we have to simplify. So 18, we can do 2 and 9. And then 3 and 3 is a perfect square. Remember, your pair goes out. So that's out of the house. Leftover goes in the house, and don't forget your I. So this is my answer. Now, you can kind of check your work on these. Ignore the negative, or the I, because it won't read it. So I'm ignoring the negative. And then 3 square root, wrong button, 3 square root 2. So see how the ugly decimals match? Therefore, I know I did my work right. Now, you could do it wrong here, just so you know. This isn't always right, because it could be not all the way simplified and still be correct. You just didn't simplify all the way. So please make sure you simplify all the way before you check in your calculator. Guys, remember, if it has imaginary solutions, it doesn't touch the x-axis. Okay? Imaginary means it doesn't happen. Okay? Number 48 and 49, I know it says use substitution or elimination, but could you solve these both for y and plug it in your calculator? Yes. And you're looking for where y1 and y2 match. And the x comma y would be your solution. For both, not for both. Okay. Now here it wants you to do a matrix. I'll do it all the way actually. So let's build a matrix. Remember, matrix have to have your x, your whatever your letters are, the same, and then the line equals your equal sign. So we have 3, 5, negative 2, negative 2x, negative 3y, and 10. So I'll come to my calculator, second matrix. I'm going to edit because I'm putting it in. This is a 2 height, 3 width. So 3, 5, negative 2, negative 2, negative 3, 10. And I'm going to go back to my home screen. I'm going to go back to second matrix. I'm doing math. And I'm going to find RREF. RREF. Okay. And press enter. And then I put my matrix that I made in there. And there's my answer. So x is negative 44. Y is 26. There's my answer. Alphabetical order, X, Y. Whatever you put first is first, whatever you put second is second. Okay. Last ones I'm going over. Again, this is the same thing. You can do matrix. Make sure your X's, Y's, and Z's are lined up. Make sure your X and Y's are lined up. And they have to be on the same side of the equal sign, okay? All your letters on one side of the equal sign. The left, because then your line is your equal, okay? Here's just dimensions. Remember, it's height 2, width 2, okay? Now, remember to multiply. So this is a 2 by 3. So A times B, the middle two have to match, and then the outside 2 is your answer. So this is going to be a 2 by 3. Adding, they have to be exact, and it'll just be whatever they are. So A and D is a 2 by 2. So it'll be a 2 by 2 multiplying, so you can do that one. Okay, guys, negative, positive, no correlation. This is probably negative. Okay, so we'll say whatever way the pattern is going. Okay, and that's all I'm really going to go over. I'm looking at these. Justify your answer. It says which order pair is a solution. Well, this is an equal, so which point is on the line? Here, this is a dashed line. Dashed lines don't, I don't know what I'm writing, don't hold solutions. So if one of these is on the dashed line, it is not a solution. It has to be shaded areas, solutions, shaded areas, and solid lines. Alright guys, that's all I'm really going over. If you have any questions, you can bring them to class if you see me. If you don't see me, you can always catch me right after school. I'm usually here till at least, I'll be here this week till at least 3:15, 3:30. So you can catch me right after school. If I'm not in my room but my lights are on, you can still catch me. That means I'll be back. Or use Remind and text me, use Remind. Good luck. Y'all can all do great, and then you'll have a great winter break. Alright, thank you.